AutoZone is down over $30 for the day. How did we know about this move coming 2 or 3 weeks ago? How could you have used the similar principles and strategies that are going to be described in this video to find the next big move, the next big short that could help you profit from a stock falling by buying put options using a simple put option strategy? If you'd like to find more information, finish this video through the end. Pattern is a really good solid pattern on this graph. I would be more inclined to short this, especially if the stock makes any move higher to, like, maybe if it goes to 665, 667 range. I would definitely be pulling the trigger, because I think this stock has a chance to go significantly lower. I'm not saying significantly lower next week. I'm not saying significantly lower the following week, but I think over the course of the next 2 or 3 months, this stock is definitely going to be trading lower than where it's trading right now. Okay, so this is where AutoZone is today on April the 2nd. Again, the video clip we posted was on March 11th. So, and March 11th was trading right here. So before this move lower happened. So how did we know, and what made us predict the downward spiral in the stock? And actually, more importantly, how low can it go with that? So, as you can see, here's your left shoulder right here. And we have an increase in volume in this shoulder going from here to here. There's clear increase in volume. As the stock moves into the head part of the pattern, then we're seeing a decrease in volume, right? So that also is serving us as a divergence, because as the stock price moves higher into the area of the head of the pattern, then the volume here clearly moves lower. And not only does the volume move lower, but we're actually seeing that this negative volume, which is in pink or red here, is actually, we're seeing more people trying to sell right here at the top rather than the positive volume of purchases. Okay, another thing we're seeing is another divergence here. So as the price right here goes higher, this was the previous high level of RSI. So as the price goes higher, RSI is actually going from this point to this point. This point is lower than the previous point here. So the RSI is actually declining as the price goes from here to here. RSI goes lower from here to here. Okay, so we got a case of multiple divergences. And of course, the second indication, as you can see, the volume here, it sort of, it's not nowhere. I'm talking about the purchasing volume, the gray ones. It's nowhere as big as it was during this shoulder right here. Okay, so people actually using this levels to sell here to get out of the stock here. And of course, this is what we get during the earnings report. And I put another picture here at the bottom, noticing that it went all the way from here to here. A lot of people have accumulated the stock, and what we're seeing that not a lot of people have completely sold out yet, even given this huge volume spike on the way down right here. So I personally think this stock has a good chance to go lower, this head and shoulder. Okay, so that's why I kind of made this remark here. More room to fall. Plenty more people can still sell, because this accumulation distribution has still ways to go. And I found this pattern here, which we're not discussing it, but we were looking at some of the other criteria here, the divergence and other things. But I think more institutional investors are going to be looking into this, because now the bad earnings completes the picture of this head and shoulders, and I think there's definitely going to be more room for this stock to fall. So any price appreciation, any move higher. So how low can AutoZone go? Well, we're observing a very critical level right now in the stock, where it is actually dropping below this blue line, which is a 50-day moving average. It is already under the orange line, which is a 200-day moving average. Both of these are extremely bearish signals. Now, combined with the bearish signals of all, the death cross right here. You see the blue line crossing the orange line. This is known as a death cross. typically followed in about 80-90% of the cases by a significant downward spiral in the stock. So how low can it go? It can potentially hit its previous low of around 500 to 525 a share. Now, it does not mean that it's going to do that tomorrow. However, it could do this over the next 90 to 120 days. So what kind of put option strategy would you be choosing? If you have questions on specifically what to do, how to trade options, how to experience returns in the extent of 200, 300, 600, 700%, how to learn more, how to be able to identify these trends, these patterns, these ideas on your own. If you are a brand new trader, or if you are a trader that has been doing this for a while, looking for some new ideas, some new strategies, all you have to do is visit marketcrash.money. Visit marketcrash.money. Hit this big green button, How to Profit. Schedule your one-on-one consultation where you're going to be able to get the answers you've been looking for. If you want to become a better trader, if you want your 2018 to be the most profitable year ever, take action now.